We're going to start a little bit early today. Happy Sunday, everybody. Let me know in the chat if you could hear me and my voice doesn't sound like a robot. First coffee of the day. It's 11 a.m. already. So I'm pretty tired. We had a board game night last night with friends and family, and I didn't go to bed till like past midnight, which is unusual for me. I usually go to bed probably around 8 o'clock, so I'm a little bit drained right now. That's all right. It was a fun night, and I could probably get some naps in this afternoon. We did a live stream on Friday, so this one's probably going to be the same content as on Friday. I mean, if people want to ask me things, it's probably not going to go overly long, but we'll see how the chat does, and then we'll kind of go from there. I did release a new video after the live stream last week. It was based on that PDU professional. So we'll talk about that a little bit. Obviously I can't talk about things that aren't in that video because it's a early release product. Or yeah, it's an EA. Got Wire, good morning. Matt, good morning. Mike, I would assume that is. How is it going? Or Mick, maybe? And I think the heat's on right now. So just give me a second. I'm gonna text somebody. Can you turn the heat off? There we go. And that video is done pretty well. Somebody did have a comment in it. I won't bring up their name, but I'll just read it on the side, which is good, and I mean it's good criticism actually. What is it? Oh crap! How do I? Okay, so. That's not it. I don't even know where it was. But anyway, pretty much what the person said who was commenting was I shouldn't need to every time when I'm doing one of these my thoughts video say, like I always say, if you don't want to hear what I have to say, the link's in the bottom description, blah blah blah. I probably don't need to say that because a lot of you are coming to watch my video. The reason we have to put that original link to the Ubiquity video. But anyway, I'll probably end up taking that part out and just saying the original video link is down below. Zabby, how's it going? Furnace, how's it going? Easy Touch 95, good morning. Not over. What Unifi products are in the mail waiting for a review? Well, I'm hoping that the... I don't know, were you here on Friday Black Jedi? I think you were. But I think the new rack, that's the only thing that's the only thing I'm waiting on that I think I'm going to be getting. And I think in the live stream last time too, somebody mentioned, or maybe it was in my Discord, I forget. Somebody mentioned that it comes with a keystone patch, or with a patch cable. Yeah, so right here, 24 port blank patch panel, which is awesome. And we could, I think on rack unit 3 here, I'm pretty sure that's their patch panel. So it's a Keystone 24 port unloaded patch panel, which will be great. Richard, good morning. Jasper, good morning. Any UPS reviews? I probably won't do a review on UPSs. I think Lawrence Systems doing one in the next few weeks. I forget which one I bought. It was just a cheap little rack mount. Let me bring Amazon up. I mean, Eden is always a good brand. Whoops. Let's see. Who else is... there's a ton of different UPS manufacturers. I just got to find where I bought mine from. Did I not buy it off of Amazon? I thought I bought it off Amazon, but maybe I got it from the US. There's the cat stroller I bought. Oh, here it is. Cyberpower. There we go. So this is the one I bought for my rack. It works all right. I don't really care if the power goes out and my network, equipment dies. Really, it doesn't matter to me. It's more for the surge protection. I have a UDM Pro and want to configure the firewall for my home network. So is there any source which shows me all... Well, I have a video on I have pretty much a full video on that. Oh, didn't I just released one the other day. I protect you. I released a lot of videos this week because there was a ton that came out. Here it is here. Sorry, I'm going to be a little slow this morning. Here we go. So that's the video there. It does have some firewall rules in it. It's not everything, though. Y'all Mentee, good morning. For your on-site videos, just place the cam on a tripod and edit the content. Well, that's what I do. So when I'm doing the on-site stuff, I always just put it on. I have this. I need to buy a new tripod. It's really flimsy, but I put it on the tripod. And then, yeah, my editing skills are just cutting videos out, and that's it. I mean, I'm not a video editor here. I'd like to get the quality up a bit more, but that's not my type thing. Like, even doing the graphic design stuff on it for, like, when it says subscribe to Mac Telecom Networks, I paid somebody off Fiverr to make that for me. I have no idea how I would even create that. What else? Whoops. Yeah, so my front doorbell, actually, I don't know. My front doorbell, the chime is making a buzz. I didn't put on, I don't even know the right words for it. But I didn't put on, and I noticed this last winter too when it started getting cold. I didn't put on these things. And number B, I didn't put this thing into the chime box. So I'm going to do that today. Because I mean, you can't really hear it unless you're by the chime. But yeah, I'd rather not have any noise coming out of my chime. So we'll see. I'll see if that fixes it. I'm assuming it will, unless my transformer's too powerful or not powerful enough. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to this mini rack. I don't really know what I'll do in the video. I'll end up building the rack, of course, which is apparently only supposed to take you 5 minutes to build. I just don't know what gear I'm going to put in it. Because in my network rack right now, we're already over the 6U. We have the Enterprise 24, we have the UDM, then we have my my Pro aggregation switch. Then we have the RPS, and we have the 2U Unifi Pro. And then plus my cyber power. So I'm not too sure. Unless I just use it as kind of like a pre-staging rack before I send gear out to my customers. I think that might be something I could do well. The light, I forget, the post that I put into the link, the description on the U6 Pro, I think his name was Evan McCann. He did a really good breakdown of that. The isolated networks, that's kind of like a guest network, so it will block, so you can't, if you have that turned on, you won't be, say you create a guest network, if you turn an isolated network on, you won't be able to see any other networks. Pretty much just creating firewall rules for you. Timothy, good morning. What Unifi gear do you have for sale now? I don't even know, to be honest with you. I haven't looked at it for quite a while. I need to kind of go through my inventory. P. Foster, good morning. I probably have, I don't know. I might have a U6LR. Has Unifi resolved their issue? Which issue are you talking about? I mean, there's been quite a few issues with site to site, but it's been fine for me lately. You need the chime adapter. It keeps the power to the camera when the doorbell is pushed. You don't need the wire extensions at the G4. I didn't use the wire extensions, I don't think. I was pretty sure. Yeah, okay, cool. I figured it was that adapter that I needed in the box, but I'm like, you know what? I don't really care right now. And I didn't turn the circuit breaker off either, so I don't want to kill myself. Probably should do that. Docs Chris, yes, we are close to 30,000 actually. I think it's probably helpful that I released a ton of videos this week. I was going through this last night because when we were doing the game night, some people didn't even know, that I do YouTube channels, so they wanted to watch some of my videos, which is always awkward. But this week we have released 1, 2, 3. I think I've released like 8 videos this week. I don't know if that's including live streams though. So you would just have to create firewall rules to block inner VLAN routing. So it's the RFC 1918 blocking from that group source and then destination as well. Zach, good morning. You're looking to buy a UDM Pro. I don't think that's something I have right now. And I just had a customer. I quoted them about a month ago. Hadn't heard anything. And last night, on a Saturday night, they emailed me saying, yep, oh, UDM Pro is available. So in Canada, if you need a UDM Pro, it's available. I'm just going to buy this on the side here. Give me a second. Because I don't want everybody to rush and buy it and then me not get one. And hopefully, no, that's not showing on my screen. See, that's what's good about doing these live streams. People say gear that they need, and then I'll look it up, and then I see it's available, which is wicked. Actually, I'll have to wait and do this after. If it sells out, that's fine. Is there a way to activate the new UI from the main interface and for settings for? Is there a way to activate the new UI for the main interface and settings? No, there isn't. You have to do one or the other. The light on the bottom of the G4, I think the light on the bottom of the G4 doorbell only goes on when it detects motion. Nerdfather, good morning. Jim, good morning. Michael, good morning. Tim, good morning. Hope you're feeling better. I know you weren't feeling the best. This morning I was feeling a little off. We had Popeye's chicken, and I haven't had that in a long time. Probably will stay away from it. It looks like Unifi is getting more stock in though lately, which is good. Like I hadn't seen them, even their cameras, they have G4 Dome cameras available now. The light on the, see? Christopher, you know more. The light on the G4 when the night vision turns on. Okay. I don't really know if my night vision really ever turns on because it's pretty bright. The other thing I got, which I haven't set up yet, which I should, is this Ubiquity, which I should, somebody suggested buying a backup, which I probably will do. I think this, I don't even know what model this is. And it doesn't tell you. I have the package somewhere. Anyway, I'm going to get that set up. I probably won't do much today. I don't really feel like doing anything. The light also turns on. Okay. I thought it turned on when it's noticed motion. You have experience with brands under besides Ubiquity? Yep, we've used Aruba, TP-Link, Cisco. I just don't really, the biggest brand on my channel is Ubiquity. I probably wouldn't use Zach. I probably wouldn't use two firewalls. There'd be no. You'd have double NAT. There would be no reason for it. I mean, if you want to bring it to a family friend's house to do like a site-to-site VPN to do testing, that might be all right. Colin, that's awesome. I'm glad it helped you. That's great. What was I mean, I don't have a whole ton to talk about today, but I don't know what else is new here. Oops, am I in the US site now? Oh, crap. Maybe the UDM Pro isn't available here. Oh, yeah, it is. $469. Cool. So I'll end up buying that. And the 24-port switches are available. I just got one of those in the mail. Today, I'm expecting, unless it's here, because we had the expected delivery as 11 o'clock. Okay, so it's still out for delivery. But I am getting a Netgate SG2100 for a customer. We're replacing whatever they have now. I forget what router. It's just like a Zeus router or something at their business. So we're putting in an SG2100 for now while we're waiting for the 6100. And then once the 6100 comes in, we're going to end up putting it in high availability mode. Let's see. When will the UDM Pro be available? Depends where you live, Reginald. It's available in Canada right now. I want to bypass my home hub 3000. Can the enterprise switch content or connect to one of the SP ports at 2.5 gig? I'm not too sure. I haven't tried that. You can take out your Bell home hubs. I think I have the home hub 3000. I don't use it, but I only get a gigabit anyway, so I wouldn't. I mean, yeah, I don't need to try to get that 1.5 gig out of it. I have done videos on the Edge Router X before. I think. I mean, the Edge line is kind of hard to get right now. They don't even in Canada. This is the only thing that they sell on their. I mean, I guess you could probably look for it. Yeah, I can't even, unless I'm spelling it wrong. Router X? I could get some of the gear from distributors. I know they are carrying the Edge stuff. I just don't know how popular of videos they would be. Not that it really matters, but I don't work on Edge stuff a lot anyway. Yes, hit the thumbs up. We're at, how many people are here? 53 people, 14 likes. I don't have any of the G3 Flex in stock. Nope. I have one sitting in this alien head, but it's used, and maybe the lens damage is just thrown in that alien head. Any chance on doing a video on optimizing the Wi-Fi network? The last one is about a year old. Possibly. I've had a bunch of people ask me that actually in the last week or two. Evan, good morning. How's it going? I buy my Unifi gear mostly, pretty well all the time, directly from the Unifi site. Because my local distributors, they charge a bunch more, and I don't like paying extra. Hi, Cody. I want to set up my Ubiquity setup. Ideally, I would like to have 4 VLANs. Can I start that using a simple Unifi access point? So you need a router. Yeah, you would need some sort of firewall to be able to handle the VLANing. Oh, yes, about the crimper. I forgot actually. Let me just see. Good thing you reminded me. Where the heck are they? Because I need to order a few of them. It was the eye punch tool you were looking for, right? Yeah, this one right here. So they're in stock. Are you close to Edmonton? Because they got a distributor there. I could probably buy it for you through my account and get it shipped to your address. I think they're only about, here, let me log in. Unless they change their price. They got 4. They're supposed to be, actually, Vertical Cable's supposed to be sending me some, and I'm going to be doing some for a giveaway too. But I mean, I wouldn't count on that just in case somebody else wins the giveaway. So they're $51, which isn't bad. It's pretty cheap. Yes, I believe you can. I hope you can. I read the specs and you can, as long as it supports high availability. Anyway, I'll be doing testing. I have the 6100 here, like my 6100. So I'll test before you deploy anyway. I typically don't use Amazon for buying gear, usually. Yeah, you'd want to get the UDM or whatever you're getting. Like, even if you want the PFSense, you went with Untangled, whatever. You just need something to be able to create those VLANs. And then when you get switches, you need to make sure they're managed switches, not non-managed switches, because you won't be able to pass VLANs if they're not managed. Okay, yeah, email me with your actually, I think I have your address, but email me your address and then I'll email my guy tomorrow morning and get it sent out to you. Because they will ship it. I think the shipping's maybe $5-10, something like that. We got my Batman Lego right here. I don't know if anybody's into Lego, but something I do when I'm bored. It's not done yet. There's I have one more pack of things to do. And then I have this other Harry Potter one I gotta finish. Something else I've been looking into is just to do on my off time away from tech, I guess. Is it Gundam? So, like, getting these little toolkits and building these Gundam guys, I think it would be fun. You know, bit of a stress reliever, I guess. I want to start off very simplistic though, and I'm not gonna spend $600 on my first one because I'll probably mess it up. Unknown Tech, awesome. Lovely content. Just found your channel last week. Was able to snag a UDM Pro SE. Wicked. In the XG24 10 gigabit for the home lab. That's wicked. That's awesome. I can't wait to try with the SE. Hopefully soon. So I gave my 3D printer away. You don't see it. Yeah, it's not over here anymore. It's gone. So what happened when what did I do? How did I buy the 3D printer? Well, whenever somebody clicks on my Amazon links to buy stuff, it gives you money back. So for me in the US, it gives me gift cards. So that's how I bought the 3D printer. Anyway, I tried to do the alignments. I couldn't set the plate up right. I just didn't have time. And we have a friend who's like really into 3D printers, and his 3D printer is very old and just slow. And I'm like, you know what, just take it. I don't need it. So I gave it to him. I'll probably get him to create me, I think it's the R2D2 thing. R2. Oops, I'm not typing. UDM. So I'm gonna see if he could make me this right there, and maybe I'll paint it. I don't know, because I have a UDM up top here and I don't even use it. But I think it would be kind of cool to have it on a stand. You should be able to bypass yeah, you should be able to, yep. Thanks for the great please help. I am using a Samsung dryer and washer and they get disconnected from the internet. I'm guessing they're on Wi-Fi. You could try locking them to a specific access point now, which was just released in their newest update. I did a video on it. The video that I did, it actually changed releases. So the new one is 6.5.53. If you have that in, you could lock specific, items. My PlayStation 5 downstairs, I have it locked to my basement access point. And that may help you out. So specialized tools for if I have to use cage nuts, no, I just use a flathead screwdriver. I hate cage nuts. But I am using these right here. Or I haven't used them yet because they just sent them to me, but rack studs. And I forgot who else. Somebody reached out to me on my post, actually. It was Rockstud's competitor. I think they were Chatsworth. Yeah, so they said, I guess Chatsworth do the same type thing. I literally hate cage nuts. I don't know if they have it posted here, though. Excuse me. Yeah, it really is just with my fingers and the flathead screwdriver. I think most people probably do that or hurt their fingers when they're doing it. You could always use like pliers and crimp them down a little bit so they're not so tight. But that takes a bit of time. Okay, so I guess we could talk about my video yesterday. Not that one. Oh God, what am I doing? It's done pretty well, actually. I think it's number... Let's see what it is. My money is actually done pretty well, too. It's so we're number 2 out of my last 10 videos. And this was a short video because Unifi, when they released it on the PDU, it was less than a minute long. Or it was a minute long, but they just had like their branding at the beginning and the end. So the PDU looks really cool. Let's just go to their YouTube channel. Oh, and if you want to see a comparison between Unifi 6 access points, Inside Wire just did one. It looks like he released it 18 minutes ago. Oops. I'm going to be doing the same things, but I'll drop his link in there. But let's go back. Where am I going? Okay, here we go. I'm going to mute this, and then we'll just kind of go to spots in the video. Love rack studs. So I haven't used rack studs before. They sent me a package a while ago. Actually, I think it was this package. And I sent it to somebody in here. I forget who it was. Jason, maybe. Anyway, he's in our Discord, but I sent him the pack. But now I need them because a lot of the times I buy these racks and they have the screw holes already in, so you don't need rack studs. When are you finishing the basement? That is a good question. I don't know if we're going to, or if we're gonna just get a new house. Probably because we even last night when we had people over, it felt kind of small. So I don't know. It would be nice to do a studio in the basement. One, it wouldn't be so hot. Two, I would have more room. Like this room, I don't even know what it would be. 10 by 10 maybe? Something like that. I've seen the patch. I think this stuff is really expensive, isn't it? I'm probably thinking of their patch box with the where you have it's the cable management system. Okay. And these ones are so the only issue that I could think of with the rack studs is weight limitation. Those look cool, actually. Not bad. They sent me these other ones too. It's actually kind of the exact same style as that. Carpet. My chair's getting stuck on it. So they have this. It's pretty much the same style. My camera's not really focusing. But I mean that just makes it 10 times easier than cage nuts. You just screw it in. That's awesome. And the basement, maybe I'd finish it. I am not handy. We had some people stream's current bitrate is lower. Hold on a sec. Ooh, we dropped some frames. Are we good? Anyway, let me know if we're good. I think we are. I think we're good. Let me pause my video. What was I saying? Oh, so the basement, we had a bunch of people quoted and they were going to say like it was almost 40 grand to finish our basement, and the basement's not that big at all. So I don't know. And I'm not a handy person. Like I don't know how to frame. I don't know how to I could run the wires for my basement, but that's it. Why would you add the PDU? It adds nothing. Well, I would disagree. I think it does. One, it looks cool, so just off of that. The problem, I can't talk about the things in here. I only could talk about what the video is. So you have to go sign up for EA and kind of read about it. One, it has 4 USB Type-C, right? So I could plug in my Raspberry Pis that are doing Pi-hole for my DNS instead of having them plugged into a normal power socket. So that's cool to me. They have 16 power ports, which is wicked. It's not a UPS, and for me, I don't really care. I just need surge protection. That's it. What else did they have? So here, plug in your modem, and I'm assuming that how it's going to work is like the smart power plug. If it detects that your internet is down, it will reboot the modem. And then connect your distribution to the UDM Pro's WAN port. The biggest thing was, where is it? So reserved for router, for virtual router redundancy, which indicates that it has some routing features, or at least it's going to allow us the ability to have high availability, which is wicked. I mean, that's what Unifi is missing. I have seen these cage nut insertion tools. I'll search that on the side there, because who knows what will come up. Okay. Oh, shoot. That won't work. How the heck am I going to look at this? Oh, this is cool. So this is rack solutions. Yeah, I mean, a tool like this would work well instead of killing your fingers. When I was working in data centers, we had a lot of the racks that came with these type of tools. Kaiano? Sorry if I butchered that name. How are you doing? Are you using PPPoE on your UDM Pro? Actually, I was. Now I'm using a different provider, which is just a coax provider, but I am switching back to my fiber connection, and that will be PPPoE. There is a throughput issue with the UDM Pros. I don't know if that was fixed in the last update though. Yeah, this cage hunt tool looks cool. What else do I wish Unifi would include? It's just those little cell sim tool, maybe? Like, I need to buy myself, I should probably buy myself one of these kits. Because the amount of times I need to reset access points and I lose these, and then I'm using just a piece of, piece of Cat 6 cable or a conductor inside of it. I guess I could just buy paper clips as well. But a pack of 200 is only 18 bucks, which is, that's not bad at all. Oops. That's my opinion, Stan. I don't know. It may vary from people, right? And there's things I can't say about it because it's in early access, and I can't open up the early access store page, unfortunately. What else? Did they mention anything else in it? They did this. Look at their speeds. They're showing us their speeds over a gig. But I think this was just the base setup of it. But so say you put this PDU into your Unifi network rack, you've already lost 1/3 of your rack just by the PDU. I'm hoping that they're going to make another rack that's bigger. I have a Synology NAS 920 Plus. I was planning on surveillance station. Is there any significant advantage to Ubiquity? So the disadvantage for Ubiquity is it's proprietary. The Synology surveillance station is a little bit harder to work with. And I find the UI not as nice, but it does work well. Another issue with surveillance station, you need to buy licenses for the cameras, but it's a one-time license. And if you bought another NAS down the future, you could transfer them. I did have one on my keyring before, but I found, where are my keys? I have too much of my keyring, so I couldn't get it into the access point. Is Unifi have protection? They have threat management that you could turn DDoS on. Okay, yes, I could see that we've dropped 8160. So apparently I'm probably going to have to go back to my fiber connection. It is snowing here. Is it snowing? Let's check. Oh, my camera's... Oh, crap. That's quite a bit of snow, actually. I have to re-terminate and test. I didn't test any of these camera cables, which is a bad idea. Make sure when you're doing cabling, test it. It was for my house, so I didn't do it. But we could tell even on this camera right here, the pixelation, that's due to having a bad cable. Yeah, so it looks like I might have to shovel the driveway today. Which is fine, I guess. I didn't go to the gym and work out today, and it looks like it's kind of warm, but maybe it will just melt. Audio is clear, but it's dropping frames. Yeah, I see that we've dropped just over 8,000 frames. We'll kind of keep going from there. If it gets too bad, I'm not planning on staying on overly long today anyway. But trying to think what I'm doing videos on this week. We may do a video on the U6 versus the U6 LR versus the U6 Pro. And then I forget what else I was supposed to do. I'm going to test out the Ubiquity. I probably will do a video on it after I do a bunch of testing with it, like maybe in a couple weeks. See how I like it. If I get the rack, then we'll end up doing a video on that as well. I'll probably only do 2 videos this week, but we'll see. I don't know what else is coming out. That's the thing. Like yesterday this last week, a lot came out. The Unifi Protect update came out. That security bulletin came out. The G4, oh crap, the G4 Instant, this other thing. So it's been good because people come to my channel for Unifi and all that stuff came out. You have to do shoveling yourself. I don't like shoveling, and oh yeah, we dropped more frames. I don't like shoveling, and I don't have a snowblower yet. I think I looked up the rack. Was that not the one? Oh, okay. I'll look that up. I'll watch it on my own time, seeing as I'm dropping frames. I don't want to, yeah. Put that. Okay, there we go. Oops. Did you do any installs for your neighbors yet? No, and I wouldn't. Not that I don't like my neighbors. It's just I don't like doing residential at all. No one's actually asked me, which is kind of funny because we have a bunch of cameras on the front of our house. I have 3 cameras on my driveway. The one is a hike vision, which is completely turned off now. We have the doorbell camera, and then right above it is this camera, which is the G4. Where's my backyard camera? Uh-oh. There we go. And then we got my backyard, which my better half is probably going outside. Oh, I'm dropping frames. I think it's probably because I have this up too. She's probably going to go outside and feed the birds soon. I'm going to turn the cameras off. Maybe that'll make it better. So how did you actually start my business? So I was working for a enterprise bank in Canada. I always wanted to start my own business. My grandpa worked for a company called Bell. He was pretty high end in Bell. So was my uncle. My uncle went away, and then he did. He went away he left Bell and then started working with my grandpa who owned a business. And then I'm like, you know what? Why don't I do a business? So a few years ago, I tried a business called Mac Telecom, just Mac Telecom. And this was well before my YouTube. And I was working full time, and I am not a salesperson at all. So I got a couple jobs through like Kijiji ads and things like that, but I don't go door to door to get jobs. So that dream kind of died. And then I was working in computer networking and data center engineering. I decided, I'll just start a YouTube channel for fun. And from there, that's how my business grew. And that's what I do full time now. Unifi needs to incorporate with a lot of things. I wish I could see it on my I forgot, Google Home hub. Like see my cameras on it would be great. Would love to see a VPN configs in the Dream Machine Pro. I have it set up to the AWS. I've heard, yeah. I have a couple of VPN videos, but it's more for their like L2TP. You keep the snow up there. I don't mind the snow. I don't go outside a lot. Really, it's just when I go to jobs. I don't do anything like snowboard or anything anymore. Christian, how's it going? You make more money doing commercials. Me? I don't know. I don't know if I could do commercials. I mean, and I don't know if I haven't taken any sponsored, like any of my videos that you see aren't sponsored. Even if they say at the top, what is it that it says? When you see YouTube videos that said this contains paid promotions, that doesn't mean that people have paid me or like Tom or any YouTuber. It means the gear that they sent me was free and I didn't buy it. Unless I specifically say that this is a sponsored deal, blah, blah, blah. Any idea when the UDM Pro is likely to be released in the official release? It is an official release. So when I released the video, it was on 5.51, I think. And it did say release candidate at the top, but they put it in the general release category. But this is the newest one, Unifi 6.5.53, which includes .51. I don't see. Usually people post the, what you have to copy and paste into the SSH if you're not seeing the update, but I don't see anybody doing it there. I would recommend Unifi all the way. There's a lot of controversy going on with Hikvision, especially in the United States anyway. Take a look. Let me take a look. Oh, we're dropping more frames. I'm probably going to just stay on a few more minutes then, seeing as something's going on with my network. And if this continues, I'm not downloading it. Oh yeah, we're dropping frames big time now. Oh, this thing right here. That does look pretty cool. I don't know if you guys could still hear me, but yeah, I mean, I'm sure you could still hear me, but we make a lot more money doing commercial than residential. I hate doing residential. We're still dropping. Yeah, he HDD hot swappable. No, is it? I don't think it is, unless they change that in a firmware update. And if it is, that's cool, but it shouldn't. I mean, usually it isn't hot swappable. Okay. Audio is fine, just dropping. Okay, so we're going to end it there because we're dropping, but I appreciate everybody for coming out. We'll do a live stream this week. Watch out for some new videos. And hopefully, well, I'll get my fiber hooked up so we don't have this issue next weekend. But everybody, take care. Have a good weekend. Thank you for coming by.